Hello, hello, my beautiful people. It's been a minute. Um, so I've been kind of busy these last few months. Um, my my back hasn't been bothering me that bad. Neither has my sciatic nerve. I've just been super, absolutely fucking busy as hell. So not gonna bury the lead. Um, I have finally, at very long last, defeated freaking Emerson from Progressive. Finally. Absolutely finally. And if you hear noise from outside my vehicle, that's because I'm in the grocery store parking lot. It's called life. But yes, I've won the battle. I've actually won the war. Um let's backtrack. I got a replacement vehicle, also a 2017 Grand Caravan. It's got some things that are better. It's got some things that aren't in as good a shape as the other van was. But we go with what we can handle, and so I this was okay. Um, Problems that Emerson not doing my paperwork caused with this vehicle, because he hadn't filed any of the paperwork that I didn't force him to file. Gap didn't get run. There was no gap claim started. That's his job to do. He didn't do that. I had to do that. And because it's not my job to do it, it's my claims agent. It didn't get done, and I've never done that before. So I spent way longer than I should have getting that shit filed. But it finally got filed end of October. And Gap has done their thing to finish paying off what was left of the loan that Progressive didn't pay. So that's all done with. We got that paperwork as of the beginning of this week, or maybe the end of last week. I don't remember for sure. I know we've got that paperwork finally that says that we are done with that loan. We are done with the ghost of the old 2017 van. That was a ghost I was attempting to slay. I'd been fighting really hard to try to slay it. Finally succeeded. Yay. Good for me. Now Emerson, fun things. Fun things there. First and foremost, his ass was fired. Because apparently me throwing a hissy fit like I did, caused them to start looking into the claims that he had and had not completed, what he had and had not done, paperwork that had or hadn't been started or filed. Turns out I was not his only victim. I was just one of the few that took exception to his behavior and his failure to do his job. Also turns out the reason why he got away with not doing his job for as long as he did, and I have no idea whether or not, how many other customers Progressive has that he was assigned a claim for that did not get their shit handled. But it was a few, more than a few. I'm going to guesstimate a whole lot. And he didn't start paperwork for any of us that were assigned to him for claims processing. Yeah. So yeah, I want to be sad that I got him fired, but on the other hand, I don't want to be sad that I got him fired because he wanted to draw a paycheck, but he didn't want to do his job. That's not okay, especially when you're in customer service, and especially when you're in customer service and you're dealing with people who have been through trauma. Going through a fucking car wreck, that is traumatic. That is traumatic as hell. I didn't have near the nightmares out of this one as I've had out of previous ones. Still traumatic. Because what happened with this one, absolutely, I was not in the wrong at all. I was minding my own business, driving along, got hit in the ass. Not my fault. And I got punished over and over and over for choosing to go through my insurance company, which I was told when I filed the claim, when I was asked how I wanted to proceed, I was told that going through my insurance company was the fastest way to get back to normal. Well, I guess that is if you don't get a claims agent that wants to sit on your claim and do absolutely fucking nothing. It's the fastest way. However, if the person with your insurance company just wants to dick off and not do their job, it is the world's goddamn slowest way to get it done. But yeah, I got Emerson fired. That's good. He needed to have a different job. He was not good at this one. Absolutely not. If I could give negative stars, I would give Emerson negative stars in his performance review. My current claims agent who replaced Emerson, she is doing a bang up job. And she has done everything that I needed her to do, including send me the paperwork that I needed to be able to put tags on this vehicle, which, oh, by the way, I couldn't do until last week because since Emerson had not started, he hadn't even started the paperwork for my claim, except other than what I demanded he do, because I didn't know he hadn't done anything else. The company that was providing financing through the dealership for this car decided they weren't going to finance me. I found this out the last week of October. I've had this van since August 28th. And I only at the end of October found out that I didn't have a loan for this car, that the dealership had not gotten paid for this car. Brian at Victory Chevrolet in Smithville, Missouri, God freaking bless you, because not only did you not demand that I bring this vehicle back because my financing fell through, you busted your ass to find me new financing. And my new financing that actually went through, I'm paying like $60 less than I would have been paying through my original creditor. So God bless you, Brian. I love you to the ends of the world. I cannot ever put into words how grateful I am to you for what you did for me. I'm absolutely beyond grateful. Thank you. You showed care and compassion in a time where I really, really needed it. But because Emerson failed to do his job, I didn't even get the title for this van until the end of November. So up until then, I couldn't put tags on this vehicle. My paper tag expired at the end of September. And then halfway through November, my paper tag slowly disintegrated and fell off. So at a certain point, I could have been stopped. I was stopped and given a ticket for expired tag and failure to register. And it wasn't my fault. I couldn't tag it because Emerson didn't do his job. So I got a ticket for failure to register and expired paper tag. Yeah, went to court for that shit. Thank God I got a understanding judge. But I could have also, by the end of November, gotten a ticket for improper display of tag because the paper tag had disintegrated and there was very little of it left. You couldn't even read the VIN number that was on the paper tag. So, yeah. But I did finally get it registered. I did finally get the tags for it. Oh, and little tip. And thank you to my new claims agent for helping me get this. If you lose a vehicle in a wreck, this is very important. Get the affidavit of sales tax for the vehicle you lost. And when you go in to tag it, when you go in to tag your new vehicle, along with all of the other paperwork you have to have, provide that affidavit along with it. If everything goes the way that it did with me, you will not have to pay sales tax on your replacement vehicle. Important information. Write this down. Store it away in your brain. Whatever you have to do to make sure you remember this, because this is important and it will save you a shit ton of money. Example, without that affidavit, I would have had to pay about $1,500 tax, tag, title. With that affidavit, I paid about $220 for my tag and my title. I didn't have to pay the sales tax because I was replacing a wrecked vehicle with this one. So, yeah, make sure you remember that. Make sure you write that down. Make sure you tell your friends, because this is important. It's the difference between a couple $1,000s and $200. So, yeah, that's important. So I've been dealing with all of that these last several months. I've also been dealing with my poor mother. About 2 weeks, I want to say about 2 weeks after I had my wreck, before I wrecked my old 2017 van, my mother got into a car accident because she had a stroke. So I've been helping my sisters handle my mother and making sure she had everything she needed, all of the support she needed for during this recovery process. At first, we thought it was a concussion. We thought it was. All of the doctors thought it was. But then, about 3 or 4 weeks after she had the wreck, she started complaining that one of her arms felt weird. Um, it's like she had reduced sensation in areas of her arms. And she expressed this to one of my sisters, and they took her back to the ER. And they did an MRI, and turns out what they found when they did the MRI was there was damage in her, well, essentially it's in her speech center and her frontal lobe, in her frontal cortex. And that's consistent with a stroke in that area of the brain. But good news is we hadn't done anything that would have delayed the recovery process because we were treating her like she'd had a concussion. Protocol for this kind of stroke and concussion treatment, pretty much the same. So nothing that we did was going to delay her healing. Oh yeah, she's super frustrated. She is absolutely frustrated. But she has come so far since August. I am absolutely impressed with her progress. She went from not being able to remember what she was saying, not being able to remember anything that anybody else said, not being safe to be at her house by herself, to being able to do self-care again, to being able to express herself, even if it is in a roundabout way, because right now she's having issues with word recall and short-term and working memory. But the reason why she's having problems with all of those things is all of those higher functions live in the same area. And that area was hit by the stroke. She started speech pathology with a speech pathologist last week. They are pleased with where she's at right now. They think that they can get her back to where she was before she had the stroke. It will just take time. So, yeah, I've been dealing with all of that, plus trying to work, plus trying to run my household, plus trying to defeat the ghost of Emerson, which I fucking finally did. And hella goddamn hallelujah. Oh, Lord. The world is a crazy place. If you're not careful, it'll drive you crazy too. I could have gone crazy the last few months because, yikes. Just one of those problems all by itself, plenty enough. All on its own. More than enough. Take the one problem and pile the second one on top of it, and then add general random normal crises in with it. No. That's some sanity. That's some serious sanity destroying bullshit right there. But thank God for Lexapro. I changed health insurances. This one works with the clinic that my husband is getting his therapy through. And better doesn't work with that clinic. We didn't realize that until several months of his bill not getting paid by insurance. Clinic was like, "Oh yeah, we work with Ambetter." Well, apparently Ambetter does not work with you. Oh, well. So we're in the process of changing everything over to the new insurance. A little bit of unfortunateness related with that. Our new insurance is United Healthcare. Why is that important, you say? Well, if you've been following the news, on the 4th, the CEO of United Healthcare was gunned down by a 26-year-old gentleman uh, uh, by the name of Mangione. And yeah, not really sure what inspired him to get a weapon and do all of that and then go on the run and everything he did after that. Don't know, pardon me. Don't know what inspired him to do that. Not sure if he just kind of went a little cray cray and that's what did it or what. Don't know. But yeah, so my new health insurance is the same one that had its CEO blown away on the 4th. I'm just not having a good damn time. And then at the beginning of the month, I had my hours at work cut because the other lady that works with my client lost her day job. Working with my client was a part-time gig for her. Well, then it became a full-time gig, which actually ended up being part-time for both of us because there's only so many hours to go around with him. So that left me scrambling to figure out how to make up for the shortfall that I knew was going to be happening. So I guess I'm going into leatherwork. So be looking for me to start working on bags, belts, wallets, and pet collars, among other things, as I get more proficient. I'll have more things coming out. My brand is, of course, One Tough Chick, because I am one tough chick. I'm not the only one tough chick, but I absolutely am one tough chick because there's no way anybody can get through all of the things in the last 20 years that I have gotten through without either going stark raving mad. One could argue that I'm on the road to that, but I'm not going to dignify that with a response. Um, so yeah, I didn't go stark raving mad when my back decided to go on strike when I got permanent nerve damage that caused me screaming pain. Didn't go insane. Um, got pissed off at the world for a while, but didn't go insane. My dad died. Didn't go insane. Again, pissed off at the world for a while. Completely lost for a while. But I'm still ticking. I'm still moving forward. I'm still going. Broke my back. Well, been there, done that. You're not throwing anything at me that I can't handle. And just on and on and on. And I'm still here. Found out I was autistic. Yeah, that's actually not a negative thing for me. That actually was not a negative thing for me. That was, hey, you know what? There's nothing wrong with you. You are entirely normal for who you are. You're just not who you thought you were. I thought I was a normal person. Nope, nope. I'm autistic. And guess what? Don't care. It just means that I am totally normal. And I also get to drive the normies a little bit more crazier. And I get to give myself permission to do it. That's the fun bit. I'm working on some logos and some branding and stuff like that. You'll see that popping up on my channel here in the next week or two, something like that. I'll probably do a holiday live stream like I did last year for Christmas and New Year's, because I know some of y'all don't have anybody to celebrate with, and it's just you, and you shouldn't have to go through the holidays all by yourselves. I choose to not be around a whole lot of people on the holiday, but that's because of my own life and my own personal issues. And this year, I don't even think that my family is going to get together and celebrate. Because my younger sister, she just got married at the beginning of November, and she's got her new husband and her new bonus kids and all of his family to celebrate with. And I don't know how her life moving forward is going to mesh with ours, but that's okay. It just is one of those things, because when people get married, life changes, and it just is what it is. So I came to the grocery store because I needed some stuff to make supper for my husband. Now I'm going to go home and I'm going to play with my leather crafting stuff. I might live stream that journey, or do videos or something about it. I don't know. I haven't decided on that yet. But yeah, I'll probably share that journey, because I think it's going to be an interesting journey. Um, and I learned some things about my tags that I put on my crochet work. And I'll go through that later. It's one of those, you don't know what you don't know until you find out that you didn't know. And then you also find out that you were doing it wrong. But now I know how to do it right, and I have the stuff to do it right. So it's all good. Oh, it's called life is fun. But yeah. And let's see, what else? Yeah, I'm working on some logos and some branding. And I'll be splashing that all over my channel here shortly. I'll also be putting it up on my videos when I'm live streaming or just doing videos. And I think you'll enjoy it, because it I tried to keep it fun and cute, because that's kind of the goal of this, is to be fun and to give people a place to sound off and feel heard and feel important. And I've taken a hiatus from that, but I need to get back to that, because this is good for me and this is good for all y'all. So we're going to get back on that. So yeah, I'll share my adventures with leather crafting, and we can all laugh at me as I learn new things and fall on my face. And as I learn, if any of you want to give it a shot, we can all learn together. and that'll be super fun too. But yeah, I think that's all I got for now. I'm gonna try to be getting back to my regularly scheduled videos and live stream times that I've kind of gotten away from because of the issues that I've been having. And well, gonna make a confession here. The video, the live stream on pathological demand avoidance has been being avoided because of pathological demand avoidance. It's not any of y'all's fault. It's just a glitch in my brain that just won't let me do it. But I'm gonna fight my way past it, and we're gonna do the thing. I'm probably gonna spend the next couple, 3-4 days doing some research on that, and then we'll do it to it. And yeah, do the like and the subscribe and all of the things. Click the buttons, share stuff. My shorts that you like, my videos that you like, send those out into the universe. Let people just share the love. And, just remember, you are enough, exactly as you are. I love you exactly as you are. If anybody says you're not enough, oh, guess what? They're not for you. Because I'm telling you, you are enough. You don't have to be more than you are. If you want to be, come join me. We will take the adventure of becoming more than we are, and we'll do that together. I mean, I'm becoming, well, less than I was because I'm down to a size 12. Yeah, size 12 pants right here. Yeah. I didn't realize how skinny I looked, how skinny I was until I was clothes shopping for something to wear to my younger sister's wedding. And I looked in the mirror at the clothing store for the first time in I don't know how long. And I saw myself. I guess I haven't seen myself in a while. And I actually saw myself. And I was like, I don't know who you are, lady, but I'd like to get to know you because, damn, you're hot. And that's what I've been trying to do, is get to know this new woman that I am. And appreciate the weight loss. And the loss of inches and the loss of clothing sizes. Because when I started out this journey to get healthier, because it wasn't a journey to really lose weight or get skinny or anything like that. It was a journey to get healthier. And on that journey, when I first started this, I wore a size 24 pant. I'm at a size freaking 12. I never thought that would happen. In fact, the last time I wore a size 12, I was like 14. Yeah, I was 14 years old the last time I wore a size 12. Maybe younger. I don't even know. Because that was a long time ago. And I have slept many, many, many times since then. But yeah, I'm down to a size 12 in pants. That is a size large for those who are keeping score here. That is a size large. It has been probably 30 years since I worn clothing that did not have an X in front of the L. Just I've had more than a month to get used to the idea, and it still kind of blows me away, just a little bit. I've had time to get used to it, and I'm still a little blown away by it. Not as blown away by it as I was, because my first reaction when I first made the discovery was, no, that can't be right. There's no way that's right. And it's gradually, it's like, well, I guess it is. How did that happen? How did that happen? I don't even know. I just started balancing my hormones, and, well, I balanced my hormones, and I got skinny. I don't know. It's weird. It's crazy what happens when you get your body right with itself. Because, I mean, honestly, since I hit puberty, my body has not ever been right with itself. And I'm finally getting my body back to where it's right with itself, and I hope once I finish getting my body right with itself, the diabetes will go away too. I hoping. I mean, if I get my weight down below a certain threshold, it should resolve on its own. I mean, I'm down to 235 from, let's see, the heaviest I weighed was 310. And that, I can't even tell you what that feels like. I've lost that much weight, and yeah, I feel different. Yeah, I feel better. Yeah, I get around better. I feel better. I mean, if I can get down to 160, I would be happy. That's still on the heavy side for someone of my height and with my frame. Um, because I'm like between 5'2" and 5'3", and yeah, that's on the heavy side for someone of that height. But I mean, if I can get down to that level, that would be great. I still have a little ways to go before I get there, but I made it this far. Why not see how far I can go? Maybe I can get into a size medium. Woohoo! Get down into single-digit clothing sizes. I'm not even sure what that would feel like. But I'm almost out of needing plus-size clothing, which I never thought would happen. But yeah, this is just life and how life happens. Oh yeah, and the knee, as long as it's not cold out or damp or the weather's not changing, the knee's pretty happy. And that non-steroidal pain gel stuff, the doctor gave the last doctor that I went to gave me. That's some amazing crap. It's like I put that on when my knee's all swollen and acting naughty, and it goes down to being normal knee shape and not hurting in like 10 minutes. I'm like, whoa. that is absolutely the magic goo. It's like I cannot even believe that something like that exists. But it is freaking amazing. I am very impressed by that stuff. And yeah, so that's what I've got. That's where I am. That's what's going on now and plans for the future. And yeah, hey, if I can do it, you can do it. I'm no genius. I am no supermodel, but hey, maybe I can become one. I'm no genius. I'm no supermodel. I'm just me. And if I can do it, I don't see why you can't. You just got to figure out what needs to change and how to change it. Yeah, absolutely. Talk to your doctor. As long as they're intelligent enough to understand why you're having the problems that you're having. And they understand that if you are PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, that doesn't just mess with your female hormones, that messes with everything. That messes with all of your pancreatic functions, that messes with your thyroid function. Yes, it does mess with your lady hormone function, but it messes with all of your hormonal balances. And the one thing that I have done that has contributed to my weight loss is I have been supplementing a naturally occurring hormone. It's a hormone precursor to progesterone. It's called pregnenolone. What that one hormone does is manage healthy weight levels. Almost every single PCOS woman that I know, the one problem that we all have in common, besides our female hormones being wonky and wacko, is we are fat. And that's because none of us has enough of that hormone. You put it in there, you balance shit out, freaking magic happens, babies. So yeah, you are enough. If there is something you want to accomplish, you can do it. You are enough. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are smart. Don't ever let anybody, even you, convince you otherwise. Don't ever let anybody tell you otherwise, not even you, because you absolutely are worth it. And you are absolutely enough, and you are absolutely beautiful, and you are absolutely amazing. And all y'all are my tough chicks and my tough dudes, and I am so proud of you. Even if the only thing you did today was wake up, if that's all you did was wake up, hopefully you fed the flesh prison. Hopefully you hydrated the flesh prison. Hopefully you went to the bathroom and all that important stuff. If you were able to make it to the bathroom, great. If you weren't, well, these things happen. I mean, this is coming from the lady who wears disposable underwear. All right. It's like, come on, folks. Real talk here. The lady who wears disposable underwear is telling you, hey, not making it to the toilet, that happens. That's real life. Anybody that tells you that, tells you different, is also lying to you. Because that is part of life. But if you woke up today and you did some of the things that is necessary for keeping the flesh prison going, good on you. Proud of you. Because that's hard. Doing all of the other things that's part of life, going to work, getting groceries, cooking meals, paying bills, all that stuff. Yeah, it's important. Being an adult human in this world is hard and it sucks. But even if all you did was just wake up, that's great. Whatever else you accomplished today, gravy. The rest, everything else, is gravy. You're amazing. And I love you. And I'll tell you this. Love is free. Love breeds love. Love doesn't cost anything. Yeah, it does have a price. But the price is something that most of us are willing to pay. Because ain't nothing better in this world than love. And when you share love, it just builds and it grows and it creates. Hate destroys. Hate ruins things. Hate takes us apart one little piece at a time. It destroys things little bit at a time. So does selfishness. Be compassionate. Be loving. Go help somebody. Especially right now. Especially this time of year. But do it all the time. Do it anyway. Not just in December. Not just around the American Thanksgiving time. Not just around winter holiday season. Do it all year long. Because the things that accomplishes is so amazing. I mean, that person in the grocery store. Yeah, she doesn't have enough money to buy milk. She doesn't have enough money to buy bread, the basic things that we all need. She doesn't have the money. She doesn't know how to apply for food stamps. And she's maybe starving, and maybe her family's starving, because these are things we were never taught. People don't get taught anymore. how to do the basic things of life. Okay, I don't make enough money to buy groceries. What do? We're not taught that. So go buy her bread. Buy her some eggs. Buy her that little treat that she wants for herself. Freaking can of frosting. Do that for her. Or him. That child that wants to get a gift for his mom. But he doesn't have quite enough money. Or he doesn't have anywhere near enough money. But you can tell that he tried. Go help him. Buy that thing so that he can give it to his mom. Buy that thing so he can give it to his little sister. That money that you spend on that doesn't mean anything to you. But the act of giving that to that person who needs it, it's everything to them. Maybe that's the only good thing that's happened to them today. Maybe that loaf of bread you bought for that woman that doesn't have enough money, maybe that's the first thing that she's eaten today or this week. So, yeah, go out there, take your awesomeness, and go do something kind. Go do something compassionate. Go do something loving for a stranger. Go give strangers random compliments just to make them smile. Ma'am, I love those shoes. Where'd you get them? Sir, that's a styling haircut you got there. Just little things. It doesn't take much. Go take your beauty and share it with the world. And know that I love you. And know that you are important and you are enough. And I'll see you next time. Bye, beautiful people.